So welcome back once again. As the guy with a big red suit has dropped me off a present, something I've been wanting for the bike for a while. It's the Interphone case. Works very similar to the Quiklox, but it is a little bit larger. Does exactly the same, or I believe it does exactly the same as what the Quiklox does, but it has a bigger case. So let's take a look inside what we get with the kit. Now, I did a bit of research on this one, comparing this and the Quiklox and others, but I wanted something that was going to be secure on the bike and easy to remove like the Quiklox is. So let's take a look at what's in the box. So that's the first bit out of the box. It's the mount that the case goes onto. There's instructions, and also in the kit we've got various other bits and pieces. So if we've got different size handlebars, we've got different size fittings that allow us to fit on them. So we've got 4 of those. Got a couple of Allen keys. I'm assuming these are for making adjustments. We've got what I can only describe as a strap. Not sure what that one's for. Got a bolt and a washer, and looks like a magnetic strip. So this is the case itself. It's got 3 fairly substantial locks around the edge, which allow you to fasten your phone in, and it's also got this damper on the back, so that will damp out any vibration through the handlebars onto the mount. So basically we're going to fit the phone into this position. Just use my phone demonstration. So that fits in, and that's already got a case on it. At the back, if you want to do some filming through the back of the case, you've got a little window at the back. So my phone fits in. It's a Samsung, and you've got 3 little hinges, clips that allow you to fasten it in. These are a bit tight for now, so I'm assuming we've got to wear them in. At the bottom we've got a little port there for charging, so we can use the charger off the bike to charge the phone while we're moving. Similar to the Quiklox, we've got a 4-position clip on the back. Basically you turn it in and it's locked on, as you can see at that point. A good thing about this one is you can also move it into 2 varying positions on the bike. You can either have it vertical or horizontal, simply by pressing it and turning it around. So you can see now we've got the bracket that way, so that would mean that the screen would be that way. So to disengage the mount from the phone case, you're simply pressing it in and turning it to release it. So push it in, turn, and it's in position. So that's quite easy to do. Very similar to most of the mounts where you've got the quick release. So let's go and fit it to the bike. So the first thing we've got to do is look for the spacer rubber that fits the handlebars. Now that one's too big, too slack. You do have a choice of 4, and that one I think will do the job. So you can put this into varying positions. The next bit is the mount itself. So to undo that, all you're doing is moving that around until you can get clearance to release that section. I'm going to put that around the handlebar. We'll bring that down. So once you've got in that position, we're bringing that little spacer in, and we're just going to tighten that up slightly. I'm going to leave it a little bit slack because I want to be able to move this into a position that's suitable for the bike. So if I want it there, then I've got plenty of room. I can then bring it to that position if needed. Now you do get a couple of Allen keys in the kit, and this is for the adjustment of the mount itself. Got a lever down here. So what we can do is, if we want to move that, we can just unscrew that slightly, and that allows us to adjust that so we can get the correct position that we require. So just moving that around makes it a little bit so it's multi-adjustable. I think I'll put it there for now. So bringing the case along, all we should be able to do is just slot it on there, turn it, and it'll be in position. So that's now locked on the bike, and we can make further adjustments should we wish. Now you can operate your phone quite easily through the screen to get through to the apps, but I have found that if we've got a gloved hand on, it will not work with a gloved hand on. I'm expecting that we've got to get one of them gloves with the little touch sensors on the ends. But as you can see, we get the maps up. So that's the important bit for me, getting the maps up to see where I'm going and planning my route. I think some of the problem I've got on my screen is that I've got a screen protector on and I can't quite get to the sections that I need to on the phone itself. But it looks to be a sturdy bit of kit. It's easy to remove, easy to install, and gives you the ability to move it around into positions should I want to run around with it in a different position. I'm a little bit restricted on where I can position it on the bike, basically because there's not much of a place to put it on the bike. By undoing the back section on that little clip, it gives me ability to move the mount around, so I can put it in this position if needed. Locks off, and again it's secure on the bike. Now on this bike we don't have much room in which to put the mount on, so we can either have it at handlebar sides or we have it closer to the centre. So what we'll have to do is give it a try and see how it compares to the old one. So most of the time it works quite easily. I do have a little bit of a problem with the apps, but I think it's my screensaver that's inside there that's having the problem. If I take that one off, maybe this will work a little bit better, but we'll let you know how it goes as we progress. So we'll see how this Quiklox goes over the coming months, see if we're going to use it, see if it's acceptable. Like I said, we were going to buy the quad lock and use that on the case, but I looked at this and the quad lock for the same case is about double, so a little bit cheaper on price on this. It looks to be almost as good, but only time will tell. So that ends the review on the Quiklox. We'll give it a try over the coming months and we'll let you know how it goes on. So if you've liked the review, if you want to give us that thumbs up, that will be appreciated. If you want to subscribe to the channel, remember it's just a click and you get more content like this. If not, we'll see you next time. Bye for now.